That looks good.
It does.
Yeah, we make a lot of pasta dishes. My daughter Mia loves noodles. I love noodles. We probably shouldn't eat as many noodles as we do, but gonna have to pay attention to that. Welcome into Studio 10. I'm Joe Emer.
And I'm Jennifer Lambers. Chelsea has the morning off.
We're starting by talking about New Year's Eve celebrations. Plenty of festivities happening across the Gulf Coast for New Year's Eve, including at the Wharf. We had a blast. Well, let me clarify that. So the elders in the group stayed home to take care of the kids, and the younger group of cousins, we all went out, and it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I think the past 3 years we've gone to the Moon Pie Drop downtown. Last year we got engaged on New Year's Eve, and so we went to downtown. We went dinner, and then we actually rang in New Year at Fort Condi.
Oh,
it was
cool.
real nice, like to have music and everything. This year we're heading up to Nashville to be with my family, and a little part of us was, should we go downtown? They have a huge country celebration. I'm like, I don't know, I feel old now, but I'm like, we only get to do it once if we do it. So we're going back and forth on what we're going to do.
So I was in Nashville on a July 4th, and the fireworks display was amazing. If that's any indication of whether or not you should go, you should go, because you don't want to miss that experience. I bet it's going to be awesome.
If anyone's out there and you've been and you have some tips or tricks for me, please let me know.
All right. Keep that in mind. Netflix's NFL Christmas Game Day was record. So I think with this big thing, it was, obviously that it was going to break the record, but it is a testament to just how popular the NFL continues to be.
I think you had mentioned it, and I think it's only going to continue. This is where sports are going to go. Is the streaming platforms. It's going to go on to Paramount. It's going to go on to Peacock. It's going to go on to Netflix, surprisingly, out of all of them. I didn't quite look this one up. I don't know if you've ever traveled internationally and tried to access Netflix. It's all different over there. Like, they have different offerings of things you can watch. So I'm curious if folks overseas were also able to watch on Christmas Day for these games.
And if they were, I wonder what those numbers look like too. That's interesting.
Because that only opens up the door for more opportunities of viewership access. Because one of the questions of, like, why do the Chiefs play overseas in Germany? It's so that they get broadcasting rights. It's saying, hey, we'll play the NFL games here if you come and play for a game. So it's kind of an agreement between the NFL and teams. So
you're right, it's the wave of the future.
It is. Well, the Thunderbirds, the U.S. Air Force elite flying team, spent Christmas Day running intricate formations above the sky.
Blue Angels out of Pensacola, the Navy's Blue Angels here in our viewing area.
So very cool, and especially they got to all do it together this past air show. So really cool to see that.
That is fun when they come together. One IHOP server in Waukee, Iowa received the tip of a lifetime on Christmas Eve.
Cell phone video captured the moment. Kaylee was handed an envelope containing, get this, $1,700. That's fantastic, especially to bring all of that together. So many people contributing to that tip as well, and you know that it's going to go towards a good thing. Well, that's really nice to see.
Or she could buy a lot of pancakes with $1,700.
I know, a lot of pancakes with that. Well, let's go ahead and talk about your forecast, because honestly, this is kind of pancake weather out there with how gray and gloomy. Hey, it's pancake weather all the time, but a rainy day just makes it taste so much better. So this is what we're seeing over downtown Mobile, and it's going to be some of those low-hanging clouds, not the prettiest look. Those temperatures are resting in the upper 60s, and noticing some of those breezy winds. Again, I saw on Facebook earlier some of the Saraland folks and some of those Facebook groups that I'm in, they were commenting about how windy it was with some of those storms as they move through. That trend is only going to continue heading into the remainder of today. So here's a look at satellite and radar across the Fox 10 viewing area. Those storms, they're really starting to appear closer towards southern central Mississippi. So just on the south side there of Hattiesburg, they're getting closer towards Stone County and really just ramping up some of the winds there, and also was getting reports of some very small hail. Now here locally, what we're starting to see in our area, mainly just going to be some of those showers just closer towards Tensas and also closer towards Porch Creek, crossing over I-65 down towards Mobile and Baldwin counties. A lot of that moving closer towards Saraland, Satsuma, and Pritchard. The good news is that Theodore, Irvington, you're beginning to clear out, dry out by this point, but it's still going to be looking like it could rain at any point. And then closer towards the Mississippi line in Agricola, beginning to notice more of those moderate showers. So chances are high that you're going to be running into any of these if you're stepping out the door anytime soon. The roads, they're still slick out there, still noticing some of that ponding water in some low-lying areas. So just make sure that you drive carefully. But here's a look at our futurecast. So I'm only expecting more of this to ramp up later on this afternoon and this evening. So that's a pretty similar picture to what we're starting to see right now. There's more of those showers and storms only ramping up closer towards lunchtime, early afternoon. So they are going to be pretty slow moving. It looks pretty quick on the Futurecast, but between 10 and 2, that's how far they move, really only crossing over Georgia and Greene counties in Mississippi. So we'll notice some of that ponding water on the roadways, gusty winds, small hail still possible within any of these, especially closer towards Mobile County, where some of those storms on the south side of it are looking to be a little bit more strong. With some of that instability, we're noticing those warmer temperatures. As we get further along into the rest of today, we will turn quiet after 6 o'clock, still staying gray, staying gloomy before showers and storms make an appearance heading into tomorrow. So this really begins around our 36 to 48 hour period of unsettled weather. By tomorrow evening, if you're going to be traveling closer towards portions of Louisiana, Mississippi, then we do have that enhanced risk zone. The higher the number, the higher chances you have to see some of those strong to severe storms. Here locally, the entire Fox 10 viewing area falls within one of these categories. Storms, they don't follow lines, so even if you're close towards that enhanced or that slight risk zone, you still could see some of that stronger weather Saturday night into Sunday morning, but I'll talk more about that timing and more of those risks that we're tracking. That's all coming up in just a little bit.
All right, so keep that in mind as you make your weekend plans. Hopefully it all moves out, though, so there's New Year's Eve celebrations can go off without a hitch.
Exactly. Right now it's looking good.
Yeah.
We have 20% on the forecast for New Year's Eve, with cold air finally moving in behind it for New Year's Day.
So you have no excuse not to go out and see country music star Clint Black in downtown Mobile at the Moon Pie Over Mobile celebration. I got a chance to talk with him.
You did get a chance to talk with him, and so we're going to have more on that interview straight ahead. More Studio 10 is on the way. We'll be right back after this. Well, the 15th annual Charlie Brown Jazz Christmas Concert is happening this weekend. And here to tell us all about this fun event is Jamie Tapia. Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, good morning. Glad to be here.
So this is 15th annual,
Yes.
but for those folks that are unfamiliar with it, what exactly does this event entail?
Well, it is a musical performance of a rendition of the amazing Vince Guaraldi soundtrack to Charlie Brown Christmas. And it's performed at the Sanger Theater with a beautiful visual projection of the animation behind these very talented musicians. And it's just a lot of fun, very nostalgic. It resonates with adults, children, everyone.
So you just mentioned it there. It resonates with the children too. So this is a performance that you can bring the kids out to heading into this weekend. And so just tell us a little bit. I understand that you guys oftentimes have a special musical guest.
Yes, so there's the Joe Cool Trio, who are our regional and hometown musicians who put this on. And then they always have a musical guest come in to perform. We've had some really amazing people in the past. This year we have Ainsley Stewart, who is a very talented vocalist from Atlanta. She's coming in. We're looking forward to that. We also have Christopher Spies, who is a sax player touring with the Marcus King Band right now.
And then also I understand too that you have another special guest too with more of ties to the cartoon there too.
Yes, so we have Melanie Cohn. She was the voice of Lucy Van Pelt. I can hear Lucy's voice right now as I say it, in the 70s. She'll be doing a meet and greet and an autograph signing before, during, and after the performance.
So this is truly going to be so much fun because you get to listen along, you get to see all of the characters there. The kids are going to be excited to see the characters, to see the screens behind them. There's a look at that performance poster right there. And so when and where is this happening again this weekend?
Sanger Theater, Saturday night. It's at 7 o'clock. Another important thing to know is this is a benefit for the Child Advocacy Center, which is such a great organization here in Mobile, helping children who have experienced physical abuse.
And so we were talking in the break right before you came on here, and the holidays, it came so quick. And so we weren't able to do all of those Christmas festivities. So if you're like me, you're still looking to do some things heading into this weekend, this is going to be a great opportunity. Come out, listen to some of that beautiful music, see some of those great visuals. So if folks, they're interested, they want to continue that holiday tradition this year, they want to get those tickets, how can they go about doing so?
Sanger website, Ticketmaster. There you can purchase your tickets, and you also can buy them at the Sanger box office.
It's going to be so much fun heading into this weekend. Jamie, was there anything else you want to add for the folks listening out there?
As a parent, I just always like to remind everyone this is a very family-friendly event. The children get up, they dance with the characters. Don't think it's too stuffy to take your children to a musical performance. It's a great opportunity for them to experience live music for the first time.
And it's going to be so much fun. As always, we're going to have all of that information on our website, fox10tv.com, under the Studio 10 tab. But Jamie, thank you so much for being here. Have fun this weekend. I know it's going to be fantastic. Well, coming up, I'm going to be talking more about your forecast and what I'm tracking across the Gulf Coast. And also, you have an opportunity to give back to those in need this holiday season. We are collecting baby bundles as part of our Fox 10's 10 Caring Gifts program. We'll have those details coming up next. Welcome back into Studio 10. Fox 10 continues to help those in need during this time of the year through the 10 Caring Gifts program.
And we can't forget about newborns. That's where Stone Crosby PC has come in to help. Take a look.
That's exactly right, Joe. And in today's What's Cooking, we're checking in with our sister station in Charlotte. They have Little Mama's Italian showcasing their award-winning pasta, penne alla vodka. Check it out.
It's not.
That looks so good. That is one secret I've learned from working with our amazing chefs here on Studio 10. Whenever you make an Alfredo sauce, Parmesan cheese is great, but if you can find the Parmigiano Reggiano, it adds a little bit of an extra bite to it. It's so good.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check it out for next time.
Gonna have to check out the forecast for the weekend.
Oh, yes. So unfortunately, tomorrow's not really the best. So keep that in mind for any Saturday night plans. I'll be breaking down more of the severe weather threats that we could see that's coming up.
All right, important information to know. Also, we're going to head down County Road 12, where one Auburn woman is adding some spice to the music world. Finally cooling down, yeah.
Finally, yeah.
At the end of that. But yeah, have a way to keep in mind your alerts and all that for the next couple of days here as we're watching that severe threat. All right, year-ender packages today. Now, we're talking about the best of celebrities. We just had one with Clint Black on the show.
That's exactly right. This is one of my favorite parts towards the end of the year. We do this every single season once we get closer towards the next year. But again, here, check it out, our best of celebrities.
So just a couple of the celebrities we were able to talk to this year. I think my favorite by far, and thanks to all the people who have been on the show, but it was Paige Madden because she's from here in Mobile. She went on to the biggest stage in all of sports and delivered. What an incredible story.
And just another cool tidbit about her, too, is that her mom actually works at South Alabama, and she was one of Cole's teachers, professors, and he still says that she really helped him continue his move through college and helped him graduate too. So he was a big influence in her life. So
great stuff. We'll have more of these best of stories throughout as we head toward the new year.
Week.
Bloopers, that's always a fun one to look back on. We'll be right back now with more Studio 10 after this. Family near Boston, Massachusetts is making a big difference for the town.
Daniel Coates has the story.
You just had a cool story to share about what's going on in Fairhope around Christmas time.
That's exactly right. So in case you missed it this year, make sure you head out to Fairhope next year. They had a whole Santa writing letter station. And don't worry, we actually got a letter back from Santa just about a week before Christmas. And so it was fantastic that their little mail system there worked.
That is so special for all the kiddos in the area. And downtown Fairhope at Christmas time is beautiful.
Beautiful, stunning with all of the lights. So they're still left right now if you want to go check them out.
We still have our tree.
We do.
On the set for a little bit.
Beautiful.
Thanks for watching Studio 10 on this Friday. We'll be back with Fox 10 Midday.